Welcome to our talk today. I am Mang Cai, PhD, JD, attorney at law at New Weiming Law Group. So today my topic is your green card, I-485, and medical exam. So let's say you are in the US and you are at the last step of your green card application, I-485, adjustment of status. Congratulations. Now there's one more procedure you need to go through, that is the medical exam. Well, the authority of this comes from the Immigration and Nationality Act. At Section 212A of the INA, it specifies, classes of alien ineligible for immigration, including those who have a communicable disease of public health significance. You'll see it must be public health significance. So say if unfortunately you have a flu, it is contagious, but usually that does not stop you from getting a US green card. So what kind of disease or what kind of vaccination you need to go through? Well, the list of vaccinations include mumps, measles, rubella, polio, influenza type B, hepatitis B, among others. So, for example, if you have maybe completed school in the US, you have probably already gone through this kind of immunization requests. The US is a country of immigrants, but at the same time, the US wants to avoid a public health disaster. And that's why, there are these vaccination requirements. So you want to conduct the medical exam, and where should you go to? Well, the medical exam must be done by a doctor authorized by the USCIS. To find such a doctor, also called civil surgeons, you can find through the USCIS website, or maybe even simpler, you can simply Google USCIS physicians and find the web page. What do you need when you come to the doctor's office? Well, of course, you need your photo ID, such as your passport or driver's license. You also need to bring your own vaccination records, so maybe you can skip some of the vaccines that you received in recent years. Well, unfortunately, most doctors for immigration exam purpose, they do not accept medical insurance, but you can always call to find out. At the doctor's office, you will have a blood test, you will receive the vaccination, and also you will go through a TB test for tuberculosis. Well, this involves at least 2 visits to the doctor's office. You have a skin test, and several days later, you return to find whether the result is positive or negative. And after the exam, the doctor will complete the form called I-693 form for you and provide you a copy in sealed envelope. So if you want a copy for your own record, we'll ask before the doctor seals it in the envelope. If the record is not sealed, the USCIS will not accept it. First, you need to complete the part 1 of this form for your own information, but do not sign until you are instructed by the physician. And actually, the USCIS suggests that you use all capital letters. It makes the form easier for the officer to review. And the form can be partly typed and partly handwritten. If the doctor believes that the applicant is using false ID, it is not required to report to the government, but the doctor can refuse to conduct the exam. Well, anyways, you should not use fake ID. And if the applicant is pregnant, the exam can be postponed, or at least some part of the exam, like vaccination, can be postponed and can be completed later. Well, this I-693 form for medical exam, it is valid for 1 year. As you know, these days, the adjustment of status I-485 process often takes longer than 1 year. So when the medical exam result expires, the USCIS may issue a request for evidence, RFE, asking you to get a new one done. Or alternatively, the USCIS will ask you to bring a copy of the more recent medical exam result to the interview office at the USCIS field office. So all these are about adjustment of status inside the US. Well, what if you are applying an immigrant visa abroad from outside of the US? Well, you can still complete the medical exam, and that medical exam must be conducted by a physician or in a hospital designated by the US Department of State. So that's it for our topic today. It is titled Your Green Card, I-485 and medical exam. Well, many of our clients, they are already at the final step of the green card application. They ask us questions regarding how to complete medical exam for their adjustment of status application. So we recorded this video. Thank you.